I think the debate is entirely subjective. Obviously, there are some people who will prefer a more classical look, there are others who will prefer a more modern look. I'm certainly very happy with the way it's turned out. It's very similar to the designs that we approved and looked at originally. It obviously improves the working conditions and the environment for the staff who work here in the Parliament, and certainly for the members as well, because I think it's far more modern look. The acoustics have been improved. There's a new sound system, a recording, and obviously a system which will allow for the proceedings to be televised in the fullness of time.
Obviously the televising of Parliament is quite an exciting development. Have you got any idea as to when that might materialise?
We expect that we need to have rules. Obviously in the UK there are very strict rules in relation to the use of footage and how broadcasters can use that footage, etc., and what the Parliament is willing to allow. So really there needs to be a discussion now amongst MPs in terms of what rules are going to be drawn up for the televising of Parliament. But the way it looks at the moment, I think technically it's probably possible to do at this moment in time. We just need to get the final approval of Parliament in the sense of having rules drawn up to regulate the whole thing.
Well, you're a man who likes his history. Place this refurbishment in its historical context. How significant do you think it is?
Well, this was the Exchange and Commercial Library. This wasn't really a parliament. It wasn't designed to be a parliament. It was built as a library. Obviously, also it was built in the 1820s, so this is a very long time ago. There are things like disabled access, which obviously people didn't take into account in those days, which we now would like to take into account in these days. We think it's important that people who have a disability, who cannot come to view proceedings of the Parliament here in its proper place, should be able to do that. So we want to come forward soon with a phase 2. At the moment it's at a very preliminary stage. I want to come forward soon with a phase 2 which will allow for disabled access to the Parliament and a few other areas of improvement, particularly in relation to the offices for the staff and for the Speaker. I've been in Parliament now since 1999. I mean, it was anybody I think who's seen this, who's been here and who's lived it, will realise that there was a sore need for refurbishment and a sore need for improvement. What we've chosen to do here is entirely subjective. Some people might like it, others might not. I think it works personally. And I remember sitting here and looking up to the ceiling and seeing dead cockroaches on the ceiling for the better part of 10 years. That's all gone now. We have a new, a modern and a dynamic look, which is a reflection of the Gibraltar that we have today.